Sniffing at a bullet buck, little lady. I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright.
Oh yeah, what's up global citizen? I'm Thiago, your real life fluency coach, and today we are learning English with one of the greatest rappers of all time, Eminem, and the song is called Mockingbird. Eminem wrote this song for his daughters in order to explain to them what was happening to their mom at the time. This is a really emotional and personal song for Eminem. This song is loosely based on the lullaby Hush Little Baby. A lullaby is a song made for very small children.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
You'll learn some cool vocabulary today, but just in case you're new here, our method is really simple. First, you'll watch the clips with the lyrics on screen. Then we'll teach you some of the most important vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation from the clips. Finally, you will test your listening skills by watching the clips again without the lyrics. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell down below, because every week there is a new video here on the channel to help you understand your favorite movies, TV series, and of course, music, without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So, hit that subscribe button in order not to miss a single new video.
What you crying about? You got me. Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it. Laney uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it. We're all we got in this world, when it spins, when it swirls, when it whirls, when it twirls. Two little beautiful girls. But I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers.
The word ain't here is a slang word that replaces the verb to be in the negative form. So ain't here replaces am not, is not, and are not. So the line I ain't there is the same as saying I'm not there. Ain't is very common in songs, particularly in rap. Check out this clip from another Eminem's hit, Cleaning Out My Closet.
Look at me now, I bet you're probably sick of me now. Ain't you mama, I'ma make you look so ridiculous now.
As we just heard in the song, ain't your mama is the same as saying aren't your mama. Got it? Now let's get back to the lesson.
I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers.
Another interesting connected speech pattern here, because instead of with you, he sings with you, with you. So the H here is dropped, and then we have this T plus Y combination that sounds like a ch, ch. So instead of saying daddy is with you, he's saying daddy's with you.
Cause you're scared, I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers. Daddy's with you in your prayers. Cause you're scared, I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares.
This is another interesting case. Did you hear it? Wipe them tears.
No more crying, wipe them tears.
This is also a mistake, but it's a deliberate mistake that you hear a lot, especially in rap music and street language. So the correct way, instead of saying wipe them tears, would be wipe the tears or wipe your tears. But again, we're talking about music, and it's rap music, which is more street language like. Check out this other song here that Eminem did with Rihanna.
Got that warm fuzzy feeling, getting chills, used to get 'em, now you're getting sick of looking at 'em.
So again, them chills is the same as saying the chills.
No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it.
To pull together is an idiom that means to unite forces with somebody in order to face a challenge together. For example, the project was behind schedule, but the team managed to pull together and complete it on time. When you go through a situation, you experience a period in your life that is often filled with challenges or problems. Here's an example.
I'm just going through a lot right now in my life.
So in the song here, when Eminem sings, "We're gonna pull together through it," he's saying to his daughters that they will face this hard situation, this challenge, together.
We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it. Laney uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it.
Again, we see ain't being used here, this time as a tag question. A tag question is a short mini question that you ask at the end of a sentence for confirmation. The rule is typically affirmative sentence, negative tag question. Negative sentence, affirmative tag question. In this case here, "Uncle's crazy, ain't he?" is the same as saying, "Uncle's crazy, isn't he?" By the way, Eminem and his wife Kim adopted Laney. Biologically, she's actually the daughter of Kim's sister. That's why he calls himself her uncle here.
World we got in this world, when it spins, when it swirls, when it whirls, when it twirls, two little beautiful girls.
Really cool. We have here spin, swirl, whirl, and twirl. These are all synonyms, which basically mean when something is moving around like this in a quick motion and in a spiral position, okay? Something is spinning, twirling, swirling. I'm sure you've been learning many nice words and expressions today, huh? But let me tell you that if you don't review this vocabulary, you will likely forget it very, very soon. If you want to be able to actually use these words you're learning today, next time you get into an English conversation, I have super exciting news to share with you today. You have to check out the Learn English with TV series flashcards on the Real Life English app. This is the newest feature of our Real Life English app, which allows you to unlock intelligent flashcards with definitions and images for the specific lesson you're watching here on the channel. Instead of having to spend a lot of time taking notes of these words, you can review all the vocabulary you're learning today on the app with just a few clicks. Plus, you get to watch this lesson inside the app, so you can transition between watching and practicing more easily. And most importantly, our app's special algorithm will present you with the vocabulary card you're learning at the exact moment you're about to forget it, so you can transfer your learning from your short-term memory to permanently remember the words. Just imagine what it would be like if you could remember all the new words from this lesson and actually use them in your conversations. Imagine how confident you would feel with your English and how people will be impressed by your large vocabulary. Imagine communicating confidently in that meeting, in that job interview, in that English test you have to take, or in that conversation with a local while traveling. So what are you waiting for? Start taking your vocabulary to the next level today with the Learn English with TV series flashcards. All you need to do is download the Real Life English app and follow the instructions so you can unlock this exclusive deck of cards for this lesson. The link will be in the description. Click on it, download it, and follow the instructions. I'll see you there.
Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had.
The first line I have here is, "But I'm trying to give you." If you listen closely, you will hear Eminem singing, "But I'm trying to give you." So notice that the T here for the word but is a flap T, da. So we say, but I'm trying to give you. So the two here gets reduced to a da sound, again with that flap T. So, but I'm trying to give you, give you. But I'm trying to give you.
But I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. But I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. In the days, I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move, mama's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things growing up as daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me, but things have got so bad between us. I don't see us ever being together ever again, like we used to be when we was teenagers. But then of course everything always happens for a reason. When it whirls, when it twirls, two little beautiful girls looking puzzled in a daze. I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move, mama's always on the news.
When you are puzzled, you are confused. You are trying to make sense of a situation. Daze has a similar idea. When you are in a daze, you are unable to think clearly. Eminem is talking about how he wasn't at home often, as he was constantly touring.
Looking puzzled in a daze. I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move. Mama's always on the news.
To be on the move means to be physically active, always going somewhere, traveling, etc. A more literal meaning here could be to start going somewhere. Here's another example.
How do we want to do this? Too many eyes here.
He's on the move.
Their mother, Kim, and Eminem were a famous couple at the time, and she was always on the news because of her drug addiction and issues with the law.
Looking puzzled in a daze. I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move. Mama's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me.
A shelter is a place that gives you temporary protection from bad weather or something dangerous. Now, when you shelter someone, you protect that person from dangers and bad situations.
Listen, all the bad things that have happened because we were overprotective. You know, we're trying to shelter you guys from the truth. That's it.
I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me.
The harder that I try to do that, the T there again, flap T, that I, da-da, again, to gets reduced to ada, that I try to do that. The T for this final that is a stop consonant, so we don't fully pronounce it, we say that.
The harder that I try to do that, the harder that I try to do that. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me.
Eminem is saying that even though he tries hard to protect his daughters from the unpleasant situation described in the song, his efforts seem useless. When something, like a plan for example, backfires, it produces the opposite result you intended. Here's an example.
I know what you were trying to do last night. You were trying to keep me away from Jack. And you almost fooled me, but then I remembered something. You don't like to have fun. And now your little plan is backfiring. And Jack is seeing the manipulative you.
All the things growing up as daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me. But things have got so bad between us, I don't see us ever being together ever again, like we used to be when we was teenagers. But then of course everything always happens for a reason.
Here is another intentional grammar mistake which is really interesting. Instead of saying the correct way, which is when we were teenagers, Eminem goes when we was teenagers. Remember, that's a mistake, but it's probably an intentional, deliberate mistake here.
Baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. And if you ask me to, daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. I'ma give you the world. I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile. And if the mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine, I'ma break that birdie's neck. I go back to the jeweler who sold it to you and make it meet every carat. Don't f with that, baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. And if you ask me to, daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. I'ma give you the world.
A mockingbird is a type of North American bird that copies or imitates the sounds made by other birds.
I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile.
This is a really cool reduction for I'm going to. He goes, I'ma give you, I'ma buy you, I'ma sing. So we have many levels of reduction here. The first level is I'm going to, that's the full version. Then we go to I'm gonna. Then we can reduce it even more to I'mana. And finally, we have this reduction here, which is like the ultimate reduction. I'ma.
And if the mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine, I'ma break that birdie's neck. I go back to the jeweler who sold it to you and make it meet every carat. Don't f with that.
I'll buy you a mockingbird, I'll buy you a diamond ring, I'll give you the world. This is kind of a parody of the Hush Little Baby song.
And if the mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine.
If the mockingbird don't sing, here's another grammar mistake. We would normally say, if the mockingbird doesn't sing,
I'ma break that birdie's neck.
the word birdie is a common reduction for bird.
I go back to the jeweler who sold it to you and make it meet every carat. Don't f with that.
The jeweler is a man who sells jewelry. A carat is a unit for measuring the weight of jewels. So this is kind of Eminem's way of reassuring his daughters that, as a father, he will do whatever it takes to keep the children happy.
Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it.
To pull together means to face a challenge together, to play together, to spend time together.
Gonna do it. Laney uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it. We're all we got in this world. When it spins, when it swirls, when it whirls, when it twirls. Two little beautiful girls looking puzzled in a daze.
What is a synonym for the word puzzled? Intrigued, interested, confused.
I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move, mama's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things growing up as daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me, but things have got so bad between us. I don't see us ever being together ever again, like we used to be when we was teenagers. But then of course everything always happens for a reason. And if you ask me to, daddy's gonna buy you a Mockingbird.
A mockingbird looks like other birds, sounds like other birds, flies like other birds.
I'ma give you the world. I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile. And if the mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine, I'ma break that birdie's neck. I go back to the jeweler who sold it to you and make him meet every carat. Don't f with that.
Alright, now it's time for the comment of the day. The comment of the day comes from this user who says, "Your English fluency content is simply fantastic. Your unique and creative teaching style has been incredibly helpful in my language learning journey. I can't thank you enough for the valuable resources you provide. As someone who believes in the significance of grammar for effective communication, I humbly request you to consider starting a grammar playlist. I'm confident that your approach to teaching grammar would be a game changer and make learning even more enjoyable. Thank you again for all that you do, and I eagerly look forward to more enriching content on your amazing YouTube channel." Wow, thank you so much for the wonderful comment. I also agree that grammar is an important part of English learning. Not the only one, but a very important part as well, so thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. But now, guys, I have a question for you. Actually, it's more of a challenge. And the challenge is, write a short paragraph using the following vocab from today's lesson: pull together, puzzled, and mockingbird. Leave your paragraphs here under the video. I'm curious to see what you come up with. Guys, great job. You've made it until the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with a friend who's also learning English, and subscribe to the channel in case you're not a subscriber yet. And if you want to keep learning English while having a ton of fun, check out this next lesson.
Oh. Is that your food?
No, Gregor. It's a .22 Beretta aimed at your nuts. Now, if you're careless enough to lose your wallet, you sure can't be trusted with all that uranium on a crowded train.
What are you, CIA? MI6?
Oh, come on, Greg. Do I look like a woman that plays for the minor leagues?
Your Citadel.